All right, just about set to go. And towing the slab here, Sonny Gray.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Nootbaar makes the play, and there's one away. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark.
That one is absolutely belted. Going, gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
And now it's Mark Vientos. First pitch misses. One out, base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one outside, and the count is 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Late swing fouled off. And here it comes. And that is out of play. Got him swinging. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one missed. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Vientos stands at second with 2 gone.
Ball 2.
In the dirt. Jesse Winker up next for the Mets. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Batting 6.
Here's Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. Second home run of the inning for him, and they add to the lead. It's 4-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So 2 down. Tyrone Taylor will hit next. There's a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Outside, and the count is 1-1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
There's a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That misses, and the count is even 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 outs. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Contreras under it, and he's got it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting to start, Kodai Senga.
Well, he's got great stuff, but what makes his stuff even better is his delivery. Hides the ball for a very long time, high leg kick, and by the time the hitter sees it, it's right on top of him.
And here is Mason Wynn. Swung on, belted. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Let's go, Alec.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at second, nobody out. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Wilson Contreras, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Let's go, Nato.
Foul ball there. Win at second with 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Gray back to work. Alvarez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Late on that fastball. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Ball, that's down.
And it remains 2-2. Good eye right there. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Man at first, nobody out. Jeff McNeil stands in. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. A little bit high. Ball 1. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. Lindor retired. And the inning is over. Mets go down quickly, but they lead it 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
That's down and in.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
That's inside.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And they'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. Out towards right center field. And there's one down.
Batting 6th, left fielder
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate.
Nootbaar.
And first offering is fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. Swing and a ground ball, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. Into second, and he's got a double.
He smashed that ball the other way and kept it fair down the third baseline. Did an excellent job of just throwing the barrel at the ball, even though he was a little late on it.
So up next, Jordan Walker. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Senga. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable.
2-0.
Nootbaar, the runner at second with one away. There's a strike, and it's 2-1.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
That one 95 to finish him off.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
To third. Throws across the diamond. That ends the frame. The Cards leave one. They're down 4-0. Back here in St. Louis, on to the third inning.
Right
Here's
fielder,
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
The next pitch misses, and 1-1.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed
Now
his spot.
batting,
Hitter didn't
baseman,
offer at it.
Mark
Now he has
Vientos.
somebody to worry about over at first.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Here's Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That one fouled off. And the polar bear strikes out.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Nimmo batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Next one is off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to short. They take the force out, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. First pitch misses. Just missed. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And that one misses up and in. And now 3-1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Led off this game with a double. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
The shortstop takes a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away. Oh, 0-2 now. That one's upstairs. Ball 1. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 4-0. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Jesse Winker.
Jesse Winker.
Winker in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH.
Oh, that's inside.
That one
that's off the
misses,
plate.
and now 3-0.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off to the right. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk.
Now batting,
Everyone
the
gets a
center
walk,
fielder,
Boog.
Tyrone Taylor.
So a man aboard, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. He popped out his first time. Late on that fastball. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Kyle Leahy up and throwing. Thompson getting cranked up as well. In the air, out towards left center. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. That's way outside, and that's ball 1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Riley
for the
O'Brien
Cardinals.
takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't
Number
get much
55.
length out of their starter in this one, so
Riley
they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen.
O'Brien.
I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
And now here's Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runners at first and second with one gone. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the corner. That is strike 2. In the dirt. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. One run across. Here comes Alvarez around third. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball, and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one hammered Scott. Flying after this one. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Coming home. Relay to third. Not in time. He's safe. He will score.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Runner at third with one gone. Watch Soto now. He's already homered here in this one. Almost got him. That one ripped, but foul. Look out! And it hit him.
First base.
So one out with
Now
two
batting,
aboard.
third
Mark
baseman,
Vientos,
Mark
the next to hit. 1 for 2. Fouled off down the right side. Lindor on third. Soto at first. One gone. Ground ball left side and foul ball. Got him. That's out number 2.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's the strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's an 8-run lead.
Picks
Now
himself up in
batting, left
RBI.
fielder,
Smash that one through the
Brandon
infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. He's 0 for 1. Just
Nope. Ball
missed.
1. Counts 1-0.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. Gone. He circles the bases, and they tack on 3. It's 11-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Riley O'Brien departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New
for
arm
the
on the mound for the
Cardinals.
Cardinals, Zach Thompson.
Number
He's into the
57.
game with the bases empty.
Zach Thompson.
And next is the designated hitter, Jesse Winker. He's already homered in this game. First pitch just misses. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. The 1-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball.
So far, all
2
we've seen
strikes.
in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 11 and the Cardinals nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
0-1 now. And that one is inside.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Struck out swinging his first time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Ball 1.
Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, second baseman.
So digging in, Brendan Donovan. Flied to right his first time. And that one is in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Roll to short, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's all they'll get.
Now batting.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
2 on with 1 out. Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
In there. And so now 1-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses. 3-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4. It's the Mets 11 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Ball 1 to Taylor.
Well, these Mets, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that one missing low. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And
lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play.
Pretty flashy with the bare hand grab right there. Kind of risky, but man, he made it look easy.
And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez.
A walk, and he's also singled. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. And ball 1.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next offering misses down and away. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil digs in now. Line drive. And no one can get there. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit. Here's Francisco Lindor, a switch hitter batting right. Outside low. 1-0.
1-0.
McNeil at second with 2 down.
Nope.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
2-0. Now one missed. Juan Soto would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Right fielder.
And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-0. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Zach Thompson done for the afternoon, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Kyle Leahy.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That clips the corner. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mets get 3 on this homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in St. Louis, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jordan Walker. Senga back to work. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Cardinals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Grounded out his first time.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at first with no outs here. And there's a ball. Swing and a foul out of play.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Victor Scott now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball is outside. Check swing, no appeal.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. Was never even close.
And down on strikes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Two outs. Headed towards the corner. Soto really on his horse for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, top 6. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen for the Cardinals. JoJo Romero, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. King also throwing. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Out to short, Win. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brandon Nimmo will hit next. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. One down, base is empty. Just missed. The 1-1 is upstairs. 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Now batting, Designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Man at second with one away. And now the Mets DH, Jesse Winker. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
0-1's the count.
Ground ball right side. Contreras gets it to first. And Winker is set down.
Now batting, center fielder.
So up next for New
Taylor.
York, Tyrone Taylor.
0 for 3 in this one.
That catches the outside corner. That's strike one. Ball one there. On the ground to third. Whips it across, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the sixth. The Mets lead this one 14-0. Well, we go bottom six, and now the DH, Alec Burleson. And the first offering is not close.
And that's a little bit high.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Now 3-0.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Down the middle for a strike. And it's 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the
Up
ballpark
next for the
today?
Cardinals.
I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people.
Contreras.
It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, make sure to say hi to Kenny. Contreras now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Ball one.
Burleson aboard here at first with nobody out. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. One-two to Contreras. That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches
Now batting.
to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time
Arenado.
chased outside the zone.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kodai Senga is done. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for the
A
New
new
York
pitcher
Mets.
in the game, Sean
Number
Reed Foley.
71.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Sean
with,
Reed
so he
Foley.
should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's
1-0.
down and away. This one high in the air to left center. Nimmo makes the catch, and there are 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman, Brendan.
So 2 down now,
Donovan.
and here is Brendan Donovan. And a foul ball. And it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The Cards with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Popped up left side. Lindor under it. Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. We're through 6 full. Mets are out on top, 14-0. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that these guys were going to have a very difficult time to be able to regroup after each pitch and be ready to execute some type of plan at the plate, and even for pitchers on the mound.
Right through there for a strike. One of the things, though, that we've seen that is kind of a thread really in every sport, these are the elite players, and so they adjust, and they've done a great job adjusting.
Absolutely, and just you tip your cap to these guys because not an easy adjustment, but they look like they've been doing it their entire lives.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Contreras makes the catch, and there's one
Up
gone.
next for the Mets, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Scott makes the grab, 2 down. Two down, base is empty, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Fouled off left side. This one popped up. Win. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. The Mets lead it 14-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
That's a strike. Reed Foley in his fourth year. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and he works in a slider. And ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So up next, Jordan Walker. Popped up, middle of the diamond. McNeil hauls it in for the out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
And first offering is fouled off. That one
I got
missed.
A ball, one strike. Inside ball.
Right through there for a strike.
2-2 the count.
Fastball is outside. Nootbaar at first, one gone. And ball four, two aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, one out. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And there's a foul ball. And that one upstairs, ball one. Runners at first and second with one gone. Here at the bottom of the seventh.
You can do it, Cardinals. You can do it. Come on, St. Louis.
Fouls it back with two strikes. And a 1-2 again. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had two strikes on him and he hit him. So bases loaded with one away. Next to hit, Mason Wynn, 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's through there for a strike. Close, but called the ball. And a count 2-1.
One strike.
One out, bases full. On the ground to second, might be two. There's one.
He's up.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
I promise you, they're guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Alec Burleson, the next to hit.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Two and oh.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two on, 2 outs. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Nimmo tracks it down for the out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Mets lead this one 14-1.
Leading off for the
And
Mets,
stepping in for New
right
York,
fielder,
Juan Soto. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Leahy back to work. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he's into second with nobody out.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man
Third
comes up,
baseman,
gets into scoring
Mark
position.
Bianco.
Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
So man aboard, Mark Vientos getting ready to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. That one misses, and it's 1-0. That's a little bit low.
2 balls,
No
no
outs.
strikes.
Runner on second. That's outside.
outside.
And that's ball 3.
Let's win, Cardinals!
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they add a pair. It's 16-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
JoJo Romero
Cardinals.
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little
59.
tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Way
1 ball,
inside.
2 strikes.
Finds its way through, base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he
Now
was
batting,
looking for
left
right there.
fielder,
There was nothing
Brandon
cheap about the
Nimmo.
way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And now Brandon Nimmo. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody
Now
out.
batting,
Having
the
himself a
designated
really nice
hitter,
game at the
Jesse
plate.
Winker.
Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Yeah, the batter now, Jesse Winker.
Oh, that's outside.
Just missed. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top of the 8th. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And the lead continues to grow.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Now here is Tyrone Taylor. Check swing and he went.
0-1's the count.
Strike one. Late with the swing there.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Now, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
And that one clips the corner.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Maybe a 2-ball, 5. And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Jeff McNeil now at the plate.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
There's the strike. Nimmo, the runner at third. Winker on at second with 2 down. That's to third. Arenado fires over to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 8th coming up. Mets are out on top, 17-1. Back here in St. Louis, leading off, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
In the air, left side. Nimmo hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next for the Cardinals.
So now it's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch misses. Fought off foul. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one ripped back there. And that one is off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. And in there with a double off the wall.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
One out, runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. High fly ball out to left field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one's in there. And it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. And now the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pitch kicks away from Alvarez. Arenado up to third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
And down on strikes he goes. Inning over. We go to the ninth. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Scott on his way over. And out number 1 on the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And next for the Mets, Juan Soto.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Swinging a foul straight back. The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting.
Mark
third baseman,
Vientos
Mark
digs in now.
Vientos.
That's in there. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. Mets out in front, 17-1. All set for the
Leading
bottom
off
of the
for the
ninth.
Cardinals,
And stepping in for the
right
Cardinals,
fielder,
Jordan Walker.
Walker.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that's
1 ball,
outside.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. And now here is Ivan Herrera.
Ivan Herrera.
Fastball is outside. The Redbirds with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Chop to third. Toss to Alonso. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting. Center fielder, Victor Scott.
1 out left for the
second.
Cardinals. Here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering upstairs. That clips the corner. Reed Foley is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays, great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.